Hello, fifth grade friends. I'm hoping you're all doing really well, staying safe and healthy. I'm hoping you enjoyed the nice long weekend and got to get outside and enjoy some of the nice winter weather that we're having and do some things that you enjoy. So I'm hoping that was a nice, needed day off that you were able to enjoy some time with your family and maybe friends. So just wanted to let you know too, thank you so much, those of you that have been doing my lessons and been able to respond on Seesaw. I appreciate it so very much. And those of you that are continuing to do your lessons and assignments, thank you, thank you. Please, please continue the hard work that you're doing and keep it up. It is so, so appreciated. Thank you so much. So today's lesson is about resisting revenge. Thinking about, gosh, how can I respond to a situation in a positive way instead of making it worse? Sometimes when we have situations happen to us that we aren't fond of or something that we don't like, and it's something that's been very hard for us to handle, sometimes we respond in a way that is not going to help the situation. It's only going to make it worse. So resisting revenge, thinking about those two words and what it means. Think about the word resist. And then, of course, revenge. How can we respond in a way that's going to be helpful and certainly not make things any worse than they would be? So that's what we're going to be learning about today, as well as our calming down steps. Okay, so looking at the scene here, character A has a pencil and paper and is about to get started on a writing assignment. Character B rudely grabs the pencil, eliciting a strong response from character A. Okay, so someone just grabbed a pencil from the other person. Okay, if this were a real situation, what do you think so-and-so, the person who grabbed the pencil, the person whose pencil was grabbed might have the urge to do? Yeah, they might want to grab the pencil back. They might want to hit the other person. They might want to yell at the other person. They might want to tell on the other person. So again, what would they do? So resisting that urge to respond in a negative way. Although grabbing a pencil is a very small thing, it could easily escalate and turn into a big thing, even a fight, if some of the urges you describe for getting back at the person who grabbed the pencil are not resisted. Dealing with the feeling of wanting to get back at someone or get revenge is very difficult. It is natural to feel angry when you think someone has done something mean, disrespectful, or wrong to you. The urge to get revenge can be very strong. Has anyone ever had that urge? Okay, just thinking to yourself if you've ever had the urge of wanting to get back at someone for something that they did to you. Now think of a time when you felt like getting revenge and think about the feelings you were having. Okay, if we're at school, we would turn and tell a partner. If you want to turn and tell a family member, you can do that. Yeah, they would maybe feel upset, angry, maybe worried, maybe frustrated. The emotions you have when you want to get revenge can be very overwhelming. Who can remind us of how we can handle strong emotions? Okay, if we're at school, I would have you share out, but we're not. So thinking of the calming down steps, okay, the naming your feeling, calm down by either breathing, counting, or using positive self-talk. And those are the ways. And you certainly can use all three, or you could use one, however many things you need to use in order to calm down. And of course, when we're breathing, it's nice and slow. And of course, the counting, it's nice and slow. So it's going to be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So whenever you do that stuff, you want to certainly do it nice and slow. Today, you will learn how to calm down, control the urge for revenge, and consider other alternatives. In this next video, think about what might happen if Lucas does not resist his urge to get revenge. Okay, so we're going to watch a video and see what happens if he doesn't resist his urge.
I'm in the school band. We practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Last Thursday, I stood up too quickly and I accidentally knocked over Jayla's music stand. Her sheet music fell all over the floor. Before I could even say anything, Jayla grabbed the music off my stand, tore it in half, and threw it on the floor. I couldn't believe it. I mean, what I did was an accident, and she deliberately destroyed my music. I was so mad. I wanted to tear up her music or push her.
Okay, now think about how Lucas might feel and why. Okay, if you're at school, we'd turn and tell your partner. You can turn and talk to a family member if you'd like, if you're with them, or you can certainly write it down if you would like. Yes, he might feel angry, frustrated, all because Jayla wadded up his music and he threw it, right? Yes. Now think about what Lucas will feel like doing and what could happen if he does it. Okay. Getting back at Jayla, pushing her, tearing up her music will make the problem worse. Jayla might do something else to try to get back at Lucas. It might even start a fight. What should Lucas do to manage his strong emotions? Okay, so he needs to do the calm down steps. Okay, so stop using a signal, and that could be chill, that could be relax, that could be I've got this, whatever his calm down signal is, and then naming his feeling, and then doing that deep centered breathing, count, use positive self-talk. Okay, so he can do all of those, or if just breathing works for him, he can just do that then as well. So just whatever he's needing to do to really calm down. Thinking of some examples of positive self-talk that Lucas could say to himself to help resist the urge to get revenge. Okay, so what are some things of positive self-talk? Yeah, he could say, I'm not going to be mad about this. I don't want to make things worse. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm going to try to ignore her. I'm going to talk to the teacher about this. This isn't something that I need to get more mad about, right? So whatever it is that you're going to say to yourself, it's that positive self-talk, okay? So let's see what Lucas ends up doing. Here we go.
I was too mad to stay in the room, so I walked out for a minute and counted backwards from 10. While I was outside of the room, I thought, I could really get in trouble if I do something to get back at Jayla. Okay, I'm going to calm down and not make a big deal out of this. I guess while I was out of the room, someone told Jayla it had just been an accident. Jayla came up to me and apologized. She gave me her sheet music and taped up the copy she tore and kept that for herself. I guess she expected me to be mad or yell, but I accepted her apology and just said, that's okay. Next time, just give me a chance to say it was an accident.
Okay. So what did Lucas do to manage his strong emotions? Okay. He named his anger and frustration. He walked away and calmed down. And he counted to 10, backwards from 10, right? He told himself, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. And he used that positive self-talk. You notice that Lucas walked away before he did the counting and used positive self-talk. Sometimes it really helps if you step aside from the situation before you try to calm down. Or closing your eyes if it's a situation that you can. And just kind of, like it says, stepping away and giving yourself some time to think about what you need to do. Now, if you're at school, we'd be doing a skill practice with a partner. So that's something that I will send a link to. And that's something that you can do maybe with a family member at home. And that's something that maybe we can do when we get back in person too at some time here at school. So today you talked about what happens when people try to get revenge. Why is getting revenge a poor solution to any problem? So I want you to be thinking about that. And then thinking about how many problems at school are caused by people getting back at others. What would happen if people calmed down and resisted revenge? So if we certainly try to get revenge back, it can be lots. There can be many more problems, okay? It can certainly get much worse, and it could get unsafe. It became physical or verbal. Think about one way you can resist the urge to get revenge on someone who has done something mean or wrong to you. Okay, so I want you to write in Seesaw. That's your assignment. This is your assignment. Thinking about one way you can resist the urge to get revenge on someone who has done something mean or wrong to you. And then you can share that in Seesaw. Okay, so there's options that we talked about today that you can write in there. And certainly I'd like you to do that. And then, like I said, we have the link for the worksheet that I could have you do, as well as the at-home link too. So that's something you can do with family members. So there's two different worksheets that I will post in Seesaw that I can share with you guys. But for sure, I want you sharing out the one way you can resist the urge to get revenge. Okay, so that's ultimately what we need and want in order to have a peaceful time here at Lincoln Center, and of course at your homes. So thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate you all. Have a great week and go Packers. Bye-bye, everybody.